a dead chicken out here. I didn't do that. Alright, let's get on our way up to, what's his nuts? I wonder if the dragon's gonna attack. There's a dragon that always seems to show up around here whenever you fast travel back. Grab these snowberries on the way out. But right now, we have to go see this guy.
A little for idle conversation.
This better be good.
You need help with conjuration magic.
Here are the books that went missing.
Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece.
Barely.
Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant.
Alright.
Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you
What?
read it yourself? If I
Kind of.
recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these.
Hey, while I'm at it, any special books you're looking for?
As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador?
Yeah.
Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study. But more than you would imagine possible.
Okay.
Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us.
Good enough. Alright. I'll catch you later.
Fight well.
There he is. I hear him. What did I tell you? Come on, Cupcake. Ooh. Alright, coming out there. Come on. That's a little better than the Elven bow right now. Well, this is going to take a long time at this rate. You can stay there all you want. I'm not coming out from behind here, though. Damn, he's jacking him up quick. They think you're bleeding. He's gonna be on the ground for good pretty soon. Where the hell are all the other mages? You know, I could use a little help right now. I'm not sure if that's... Yeah, it's hitting him. I'm staying back here. Just keep hitting him, Flamey. Victory spin. There you go. I don't have the carry capacity to lug around his bones and scales. But I'm going to anyway. And people just come out and go strolling by like nothing happened. Because I got a room right over here. I can unload some of the stuff, and Tolfdir may be in here as well. It's not in here. I just checked in here.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
I won't.
Good
Hey,
to
man.
see you.
You too.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Well, first off, let's see what you got for sale.
Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Okay. I think that's enough. Urag suggested I come see you.
Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery?
Yeah. A book called Night of Tears.
Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations.
Sure.
I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Ayleid, Dwemer, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that?
I feel
This
something.
marvelous object. It practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must
No,
intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
Yeah. Why?
Really? Will allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants.
What's this got to do with you?
I'll be the one asking the questions. All you need to know is that the Psijic Order is a rogue organization, believing themselves to be above the law. They have clashed with the Old Mary Dominion before, and I have no intention of allowing that to happen here.
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm.
You're doing that thing again.
It is good to meet you in person.
What's going on? What happened, everyone?
I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately. But I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
If this is so dangerous, why aren't you doing something about it?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand, the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my Order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
Why should I trust you or your Order?
I presume you refer to Onkano's distaste for the Psijic Order. The Thalmor see our Order as a threat because we have power, and we will not allow them to control us. I assure you that we mean you no harm.
So what exactly is the problem, and we still didn't get around to that?
As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided.
Okay, so what do you need from me?
We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my Order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Auger of Dunlain here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
Who's the Auger of Dunlain? I've never heard of this person.
He was once a student here at the college. Now he is something different.
Different? You know where I can find him?
I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
Where can I get a set of those robes?
What were you about to say?
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow. What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
I'm just curious. What is it the Sijic wanted?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
Huh. Have you ever heard of the Auger of Dunlain?
Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
Okay. More later.
Now if you'll excuse me.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to go back and find Tolfdir. And he's not here. Alright, well, I got some spell books to read. I certainly do. I got Clairvoyance. Oh, I found that one. And I forgot to sell Courage. But I bought Detect Life, Iron Flesh, and I forgot to sell that one. I always end up forgetting to sell books. But there's what's left of the dragon I took out, which is not easy. But all the mages here, and all of them are inside. I had no help. Excuse me, Tolfdir.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
You said that already. Have you ever heard of the Auger of Dunlain? I'm thinking you have because the Archmage mentioned it.
Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you?
The Midden? I've never heard of that. Where is this?
Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful.
Is there anything you can tell me about him?
Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident.
Accident? What accident?
Do you remember what I first told you? About how not being able to control magic could destroy you?
Yes.
I didn't simply mean it could kill you. The Augur's accident is another very real type of a life destroyed. Well, it's been described as an accident. I can't imagine it was intentional. Something must have gone wrong, and he ended up in the state he's in now, fused to the energies that flow through the college. I've never felt it appropriate to ask him about how that must feel. Or I suppose, if he can feel at all.
Oh. Okay. Thanks.
All right, then.
Well. Interesting. Down in the Midden. There's actually a couple of ways to get down there. And this is one of them. I don't know what we might encounter down here, so I'm gonna go a little bit on the stealthier path. set of stairs, another way out. Or in. Depending on how you want to look at it. I hear a Draugr. I don't see him, but I definitely hear him. Yeesh. Wow. Man, what did they used to do down here? Chains, a chair, blood everywhere, a cage. I hear something else, and I think it's an ice wraith. Yep, there he is. Let's see if I can soul trap him. Missed. Oof, man, it's bright. There's actually a quest for a woman in Ripton who wants ice wraith teeth. It's a stupid quest. The payout, she just gives you some chicken breasts or something dumb, but if you want to become Thane of Ripton, you gotta help 3 people, and that's one of them. There are torch bugs down here. Very strange place. Yeah, the Etronac Forge. This is a place you can take ebony armor and weapons and turn them into Daedric stuff. But you need a number of ingredients to do it. I believe you need a black soul gem, a Centurion Dynamo Core, and a Daedra Heart. None of which I have at the moment. Interesting place. Ooh, orange Dartwig. Need that for lingering damage health. Very nice. Well, this is what. Oh, there he is, man. I was right on top of him. Flamey, come on. Appreciate your help, but you know. I wonder if there's anything down there. I've never looked. Nope. Alright, what's next? Stay behind me. Midden dark. Looks like there's another deeper, darker layer to the Midden. Look at that. Very creative. Alright, what am I gonna find in this place? a chest down there too. Hope I can get it, find my way back up. Amulet of Stendar. Well, I'll need that at some point. For the shrine base in the house. It's down this way. No. That goes out to a ledge on the... Whoa. Back off. Oh, I didn't get that one. I'm gonna watch it, there might be more. How long have those been down here? So yeah, carrots. It's just kind of funny. You find food in these barrels in some of these tombs that are like, you know, these ancient Nordic tombs. Oh, nobody's been in here for thousands of years, but there's food in it, and it's apparently still edible. A little loot, an iron sword. Kind of weird stuff you find in these places. More spider webs. I don't even know if I'm in the right area now. I've not been following the quest marker at all. Wheat. Alright, there's a goat, a woodcutter's axe, salt pile. Somebody's been making a meal. Now, I don't know this thing, how to use this thing right. There's some rings that you can get throughout the college. I think you have to steal them though. But if you get all the rings for that, I don't know. You get investigator's key. An incident report. I hear a skeleton. Bones all over. Somebody had an unfortunate end here. And I gotta kick them around, because, you know, it's just what I do. Whoa! 2 for 1 there. In case you're wondering, my character is not yelling yo. He's saying yo, Y-O-L. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that up. But, jeez, look at this, man. Well, I gotta go kick him around, you know. And I took damage. Alright, I'll take that. Oh, why did I pick that up? I see slaughterfish, and I think it's slaughterfish scales. It's not easy to get. I mean, you can go swimming in the water and try to kill them, but you can't use magic or swing a weapon underwater. So you have to stand near the shore and hope to get close enough. It's almost impossible. In Oblivion, you could use magic, you could use weapons underwater, no problem. I guess that's the way I gotta go. I'm kind of curious what's down here. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where I was at before I jumped down. Yeah, but anyway, trying to get slaughterfish to get their scales is really difficult. With this one, it's easier just to buy them from a vendor. Alright, he should be behind this door.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter.
Oh. You're not really a person anymore. Topdeer is right, you are fused. So, you're the Auger of Dunlain?
I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun.
What has?
Those who have sent you have not told you what they seek. What you seek.
Okay. Well, what is it that I'm seeking then?
You seek that which all who wield magic seek. Knowledge.
Yeah. True.
You shall find this. Knowledge will corrupt. It will destroy. It will consume. You seek meaning, shelter in knowledge. You will not find it. The Thalmor sought the same thing, and it shall lead to his end, as it has so many others.
The Thalmor? What Thalmor?
The one who calls himself Ancano.
Ah.
He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need.
What is it? What do I need?
You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
Oh. Need the staff of Magnus and alright, what time is it? 8 o'clock. And he says to go see the Archmage.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Excuse me, Archmage Aaron.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow.
I'm sure you didn't. Did you ever find out what he wanted?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
I have some information for you. It's kind of important.
Really? And what might that be?
We need to find the Staff of Magnus.
I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it.
It's connected to this orb we found.
And how do you know of this?
I actually, I spoke to the Auger of Dunlain.
Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the Staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this.
And I guess you mean me. Okay. What do you need me to do next?
A most impressive attitude. Keep this up, and you'll do quite well for yourself. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know.
Thanks.
You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done.
I'm trying.
This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Alright. Let's take a look at it. Oh, I gotta unload some stuff, don't I? Boo. 70 points of magic resistance. Well, let's see. That's gonna replace that. Let's see. I've got Fortify Magic. So I could enchant an amulet with Fortify Conjuration to make up for it. I'd lose out 30, but I'm going to gain 40 from the circlet, so that's probably what I'll do. Let's see, do I have anything I got a couple items I can sell to these guys. I don't have a whole lot to sell, though. I got plenty of daggers to sell, but these guys aren't going to buy daggers. I got a couple of books that I keep forgetting to sell. Now I have a Grand Soul Gem. Okay. That's what I was looking for, something, Okay, let's cue this up again. Let's go find Mirabelle. Ran right past you. Excuse me, Mirabelle?
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
I won't, I told you that. But, do you know anything about the Staff of Magnus?
Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking?
Well, Archmage Aaron said you mentioned it recently.
I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it, though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere.
Well, okay. If only it were that easy. Who are the Synod?
Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power.
So no one knows the staff's location?
No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
Okay, is there anything else you can tell me about the staff?
I'm not really sure. Made and used by Magnus himself, if you believe those sorts of things. I believe I've heard it said that it's the only thing that could adequately contain his power. The sort of embellishment wizards of ancient times loved to make.
Okay. Well, while I'm here, do you know anything about the Sigil Order?
No more than anyone else, I don't think. They're a very old order. Predated the Imperial Mages Guild by quite a bit. In fact, the Mages Guild was founded in opposition to the idea of the Sigil Order, that only an elite few should have control over magic. No one has seen or heard from them in over 100 years now, though.
Okay. Good enough, thanks. Ah, Esmeralda. Excuse me.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement.
I imagine so. I'm looking to buy some things. What have you got?
Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. See you around.
I could have bought some, adept level destruction spells, but I don't think I really need to just yet.
You
Hey.
know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
Well, I don't know. The Auger of Dunlain didn't think so.
You can see me?
Yeah.
Confound it all, I was quite sure I was invisible. Or at least transparent.
Sorry. What do you got for sale?
Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
That's what they all say. And there we go. 1,200. Dang. Alright. That's it. See ya.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, before I forget, I think there's a room upstairs which has some display cases in it with some soul gems that are free for the taking. And it restocks. So I can come back in 10 days and raid it again. Alright, I got a bunch of stuff to unload. Let's see how the gardens come along. It might be, oh, wow. Just wonder what that was. Is my imp still ready? Yeah. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Ugh. Heavy. Okay. Ugh. Now, what do I need in this room? Hey, bear. Perfect. Now, this room's completely done now. So now I can put our troll right here. Or the bear. That's pretty ferocious. Put a bear over here. And if I got any saber cat teeth left, I'm not sure I do. Only one. Oh well. Go ahead and unload this stuff. Accidentally ate a death bell. That's what happens. Nice. 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 Oh, I think I already have one of those. Nice. Alright, well I got a bunch of other things to unload. I'll save that for later. So we'll wrap this one up right here. And not sure where we're gonna go next. I got some ideas. I'll have to work something out, but thanks for stopping in. Hope you enjoyed it. Still got a lot of stuff on the list to do. I'm not sure which direction I'm gonna go, but we'll see. So I'll catch you on the next one. So long.